Diddy's lawyer Mark Agnifilo is rushing to get Diddy out on bail after Usher announced that he was going to testify against Diddy. Reports of Usher allegedly being the second person named in connection to Diddy in Lil Rod's lawsuit have come out, and Usher is panicked.
Locking women in a freak-out party in resurfaced clip.
A lot of ladies drink water at parties. They just, so you have, if you don't have what they need, they're going to leave.
Right.
Got to keep them there.
Right.
You need locks on the doors.
Everybody in the music industry and everybody in Hollywood knew about this. I knew about this guy when I was in Hollywood, and there's some other people that I know that have these type of parties. I know about the cameras. Usher deleted his Twitter account or took everything down. He deleted a bunch of, I think 7,000 tweets, and then came back a day later and he put account got hacked, and damn, y'all ran with it.
Let's see what people said, like if they bought it or not.
Okay, yeah. So crazy how it got hacked, but instead of posting crazy stuff, the hacker just deleted your post and Diddy got arrested. And then you got a video of Usher and Diddy in his bedroom with Kevin Hart.
My brother right here from day one, we used to wake up, we used to fight over the frosted flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented.
Yo, what the f*** did Puff just...
Usher and Diddy out in his bedroom with Kevin Hart, my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up, we used to fight over the flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before PA was invented. Yo, what the did Puff just say? Usher and Diddy have been working together. Ever since Usher was 13, Usher wanted to be famous, and his mom was prepared to do anything. In her own words, she didn't know Diddy, and she didn't know the industry, but she decided to send Usher to live with Diddy anyway, because she believed Diddy could turn Usher into a star. Usher was sent to live with Diddy at Puffy Flavor Camp, where Diddy allegedly introduced him to sex and took him to gay clubs.
For being around that man, Sean Puffy Combs, I don't sleep to this day. I have a problem sleeping to this day. Like, yo, man, I'm here to work, man. I ain't sang in a week. I mean, I'm 13 years old, and I'm telling him, look, you're gonna put me in the studio, man. You got Biggie Smalls in there, you got Craig Mack in there. I'm not here to party with you. I don't want to go to the clubs. Matter of fact, I'm too young to even be in here. Why you got me in clubs? We was fighting. We was tussling.
We want to thank you for me. Don't sit on the bed at night. No homo. No, just don't get close to the bed. Don't get close to the bed. But it's just like, yo, we want to thank you for hosting the thing, man. It's been a pleasure. You didn't have to do it. You did it.
No, I definitely didn't have to do it. I definitely didn't have to. First and foremost, I'm not getting the bed. Shout out to him and what he did. If we can, let's just put the camera a little this way, so we're not. I don't want my shot to even, I don't want to come close to the bed at all. I should look like he fresh off the goddamn plane. I should.
Backstage, my brother right here from day one, we used to wake up and pause, but like that's how. I mean, back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the frosted flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented. You know what I'm saying? But it's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the frosted flakes because we used to always get it early.
After being with Diddy, Usher's fame skyrocketed, and he won multiple Grammys. Diddy even joined in as the executive producer of Usher's first album titled Usher. Unfortunately, Diddy pushed Usher into a lifestyle that eventually resulted in Usher contracting herpes and getting sued for spreading it. There were rumors that Usher was being controlled by Diddy, and Usher's fame was a result of the sexual favors he gave to Diddy.
Some documents have leaked about Usher. They were obtained by Radar Online. And apparently back in 2009 or 2010, he had contracted herpes and passed it on to a celebrity stylist having unprotected sex with her. He had to pay $1.1 million to that woman for severe emotional distress. And he also covered her medical bills. That case was settled back in 2012. Now, allegedly, there was a greenish discharge from his penis.
Whoa, that's a booger. Your penis booger?
But he said he went to the doctor. He was cleared of any STD. So the woman went on and continued. Now, if I notice a greenish discharge oozing out of his penis,
this ain't Nickelodeon.
I don't know that I would
ain't
continue.
slime. What you gonna say? I know all these kids playing with slime nowadays, but no.
I don't care who you are, okay?
Nothing green supposed to be coming out your penis. Yeah, not at all. That's not how this works. Yellow comes out my penis and white. That's it. I moved to New York City, and I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp?
Yeah, that's what it was called. and you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
In the 90s, do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying nonstop, right?
No, not really. I
Come
mean,
on.
but hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you
I
seeing?
went there to see the lifestyle,
Right.
And I saw it, and it was. But I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
So nobody tried to, some woman didn't come along.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that. What I did say is that there were very curious things taking place, and I didn't necessarily understand.
Biggie Smalls was there.
Biggie Smalls was there. Lil Kim, Craig Mack.
All these people are hanging around.
Yeah, man. Faith Evans.
And your
Jodeci,
parents were
Mary J.
okay?
Blige. They didn't know nothing about this shit.
Oh.
I was having a good time. You know what I mean?
Does he have you doing any chores? Are you doing dishes at all? I mean, to keep you humble somewhat? Or are you just like, can you stay up till 4 a.m. with them and party?
I mean, I could. I actually stayed up longer than them.
And what kind, do you have money? What's going on?
I mean, I had like per diem.
Yeah.
I had like,
What
like
a
a living.
life.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
14 years old. You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to puppy camp?
Hell no.
The abuse that Diddy started with Usher didn't end there. Usher apparently managed Justin Bieber and gave Diddy access to him at the time Justin was 13. And he just joined the industry at first. Usher wasn't even interested in Justin. But after he found out that Diddy was trying to get Justin, Usher signed him right away and gave Diddy legal guardianship of Justin.
Was flown out to Atlanta by a manager. His name's Scooter Braun. Flown out to Atlanta just to meet with him and meet different producers and different people. I was actually going to meet Jermaine Dupri at his studio. And who rolls up? Usher in his Range Rover. Rolls up, and I was like, "Is that who I think it is?" And Scooter was like, "Yeah." And so I ran up to him. And I was like, Usher, I love your songs. You want me to sing you one?" And he was like, "Let's just go inside, little buddy. It's cold out." So the politest possible way you could say no, he did. And I was like, wow, he just turned me down. And I was a little disappointed. He had to go into a studio session, so I was like, whatever. And a week later, he actually watched my videos with my manager and was like, oh my gosh, why didn't I let him sing? So put me back to Atlanta where I got to meet him again. And he wanted to sign me. But there was something else.
Justin Timberlake, right?
Yes, Justin Timberlake also wanted to sign me. It was like kind of like what happened was Justin Timberlake and Usher both went into a ring and boxed it out. And the outcome was Usher. I think it was a TKO.
He didn't get to Bieber for a minute. And his management was backing him on. But it wasn't until Usher took over management and had guardianship and gave temporary guardianship to the tip for 48 hours. Think about that. He had already been to the hospital. That situation that Gene was talking about. And you still took Bieber there. But you got custody of him first. Diddy had already tried. They wouldn't let him. Actually, someone made reference to the fact that Diddy trying to get at Bieber the way he was trying to get at Bieber was looking a little predatory. And then Usher came, discovered it, and managed him, and got custody of him, promised to look after him, and then he sent him to the devil. Does that sound like a good guy?
Horrible.
Does that sound like a good guy? Now that we know what Diddy's really like. They're not seeing what the intentions was in his heart. We took Justin Bieber there. Let's be honest. He took Justin Bieber there.
Being with Diddy destroyed Justin Bieber, and it affects his relationships even today. After Diddy was sued and reports of his sexual abuse of minors came out, Justin Bieber stepped back from the spotlight because he knew that he was going to be brought up. Reports have come out now that Justin is worried about being called to testify against Diddy, and as a result of all this, his relationship with Hailey is on the verge of a divorce.
How was going on between Justin Bieber and Hailey Bieber? Well, he has his arrested. Fans noticed that he unfollowed his wife on Instagram.
Also, this comes after he unfollowed Scooter Braun and Usher, his longtime mentor. Some fans think that this is all a marketing PR stunt, and it could be true because he's been pretty active on Instagram and even previewed a new song. Guys, what did we just... What was that? Others think he's distancing himself from people tied to controversies. Well, he addressed everything in this post and refollowed Haley. He said, if someone went on my account and unfollowed my wife, shit is getting sus out.
Justin even started crying during an interview about his past and said that he still feels shame about the things that he had to go through as a kid. Justin trusted Usher and Usher betrayed him.
I was just, living in this shame, living in all this sort of stuff in my past, and I wasn't able to move on.
Do you think the person that you have been was on a path of self-destruction?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I would have, for sure. 100%. Yeah. It would have been no. It was bad. I don't know if I'd be alive, for sure. It was dark, but I want to definitely tell my story so that if that resonates to anybody, that they can hopefully learn from it.
Well, for me, music comes from somewhere.
Right.
Maybe it comes from this youthful naivety and this desire to escape something. And then you get out there in front of the world, and then it comes from a place of wanting more of it.
Yeah. I mean, just think about how young I was and so impressionable. And you have everybody telling me how awesome I am at all times, And I just want people to understand, the psychology behind why I potentially could have problems in my life. So, yeah, thank you for being here and helping me tell that story. But yeah, just protecting those moments because people take for granted encounters, and I just want to protect it, I don't want her to go through anything I went through. I don't wish that upon anybody. Yeah, if she ever needs me, I'm just a call away.
Do you realize how important this story is? Every time I have a conversation with someone who's been through this unique type of experience, I'm just searching for some kind of truth that can help.
I commend you for going there and asking the tough questions and the things that people don't want to talk about, and they don't want to go there because it's revealing, and I want people to take a look at my story, and hopefully my words can make a difference.
Diddy's ex-bodyguard Gene Deal has confirmed the reports that Usher and Justin were abused by Diddy. Gan Deal says that everyone in the industry knew what Diddy was doing, and at times even he saw Diddy behaving inappropriately with Usher and Justin. Diddy was so rough with Usher that Usher ended up having to go to the hospital. There are medical reports that align with Gene's story, and according to him, Diddy covered it all up.
You don't mind me asking, because I know the topic is different. What happened to Usher? I heard about some music executives from the industry back in Harlem. I heard it from some music executives back in Harlem. And I'm not going to speak on their name. They doing programs and everything like that. And they may be doing something. They may speak on it themselves. But I heard it from some music executives. Where did you hear it? Bro, you know how people be talking and we around some people, something like that. And then some people might say, yo, I don't F with that dude. And at the time, I didn't even know who the F Usher was. You know what I'm saying? It was one of those type of situations. When if I would say, yo, man, I don't F with them niggas. I'm getting out that industry and everything like that. Puff sent this little kid to the hospital. How he sent him to the hospital? Man, nigga bleeding from the butt. And that's what was said. But I didn't even have a name for the kid at the time. Then you heard, and that's what happened. But how dare you say a man that groomed you, you gonna give him a pass? Bro, I know. Let me reframe you on something. Remember Usher? We was at the Swiss Hotel. Puff had Kim in the room. Had one of Keith Sweat's baby mothers in the big room outside the master bedroom. He came outside in his robe. She gave him a fellatio right there. His back was turned to me. She gave him a fellatio. You knocked on the door. I came and opened the door for you. Puff went in the room. You came in the room and kissed that girl dead in the mouth. Now I'm telling that because you taking up for somebody that you know and a lot of more people know didn't do you right when you was at Diddy camp. This guy is walking around threatening other actors, people. Somebody got to get involved in it. If it ain't the state, let it be the feds. Somebody got to stop him. He lucky that God given him the opportunity to be stopped while he's alive and have to go to hell and face that shit. He got a chance to repent now. Change his life.
You mentioned minors. You know, and a lot of people have been trying to drag Justin Bieber into this situation because there's a lot of like suspect looking videos with Diddy and Bieber in it, and you know they're making a lot of allegations.
Same way they made allegations about Usher when Usher was younger.
I mean, do you think that there's any credibility to these allegations?
When there's smoke, there's fire. Why would Diddy be tapping his kid in his chest to see if he wired? And asking him, are you wired? Why would he be confronting that kid? Why would Justin Bieber make a song about, what is it? I got smashed at a Diddy party or something like that? Why? There's reason behind all this. So, where there's smoke, there's fire, Ken. I wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah, Justin, he's been real quiet about this. I mean, I think like a lot of the other celebrities.
I was reading some, Cam, and the kid said after he went to Diddy camp, he started using drugs so heavy and was smashed every day. What would cause a kid who wanted to be an artist in the music business all of a sudden to start getting high and drinking and drugging, popping pills and smoking? What would cause a kid to do that?
I mean, usually trauma.
Or a Diddy party.
Big names at first, but we have a long list of names, and you might imagine in situations like this that when a victim tells us that this person was in the room or this person participated, we want to do as much due diligence as humanly possible before we file that case, because in the United States and almost every state public filings are in fact public. And you know when you name somebody in a lawsuit, the press is going to pick it up, and we're aware of that, so we're going to make sure that we dot our I's and cross our T's. And I expect that there will be some people named in this law in these lawsuits that will raise some eyebrows. And this is just the beginning as more evidence comes to light, and the case against Diddy unfolds. The industry's darkest secrets are finally being dragged into the spotlight. Usher, Justin Bieber, and everyone tied to Diddy are running out of places to hide. Will these shocking revelations bring justice, or will powerful forces work to bury the truth once again? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And thanks for watching this video, guys. Bye, dears.